Good morning. Today we are commencing Unit 2, that is research design, overall about market research, how it is done. And we have already studied this topic in the first unit briefly. So let's begin with this topic. So what is research design? That we have already seen that it's a framework or blueprint for conducting the marketing research project. Okay, so how to go about and how the thing should happen, that is all is market research project. It deals the procedure necessary for obtaining the information needed to structure or solve marketing research problem or any research problem. We can say not only the marketing, we can get into any problem and can do it. And this will all talk about the structure, how we are going for the market survey. So in simple words, it is the general plan how you will go about your research. So according to Kellinger, what he says is, so research design is the plan, structure, and strategy of investigation conceived so as to obtain answers to research question and to control the variance. So it's simple that it's a plan and we have a structure and the strategy. Okay, plan, structure, strategy for investigation so that we can obtain the answers, the questions for research what we have designed and to control the variance which is happening. Now, according to Green and Tull, they say the specification of methods and procedures for acquiring the information needed. Okay, that all talk about the research they say. It is the overall operational pattern or framework of the project that stipulates what information is to be collected from which the sources by what procedure. So when we see the first meaning and then we see the first definition, it is clear that first of all, we are having a plan, structure, and strategy for investigation, the problem whichever is arised, and the research topic whichever we have decided, and whatever questions we have framed. And for that reason, we are going for the research design. Now, moving further, a research design is the arrangement of conditions for collection and analysis of data. How to collect it, and we are arranging all the condition for two things. One is for the collection of the data and the analysis of the data. And we have seen how we collect the different from the sources of the data and how we analyze it. So in the manner that aims to combine relevance to the research purpose with economy procedure, both together. Okay, so the question arises here is, what is the study about? Whatever research we are planning about, the study is about what? That is the first question. The second comes is the study being made. Why we are doing this study? Okay, reason behind it. Okay, that is the objectives why we are going for it. So where will the study be carried out? That is our area or a population, the deciding where we are going to study. And what types of data is required? So we have seen the different data, quality data, quantity data, and how we are going to collect the data and what type of analysis we are going to do. Where can the required data be found? Okay, so whether the primary section, secondary data, or how we are going to get it with the different methods. What periods of time will the study include? This is our research, what you call time period. From this time to this time, we are going to end. The time included, cost of time is included. What will be the sample design? So sample, we have seen how we decide the sample on what basis. Okay, so it's totally depends on the population we have. What techniques of data collection will be used and how will the data be analyzed with different tools and techniques, and in what style will the report be prepared. So all these questions are important, and these questions will answer you how your research design should be. Now moving further, the research must have clear understanding of the various types of research designed to select which model to implement for a study. These all we have already studied in our last classes, different types of research design, and now we are studying some more brief about it. So like research itself, the design of your study can be broadly classified into quantitative data and qualitative data. So qualitative data researcher says it determines the relationship between collected data and the observations based on mathematical calculations. So we are doing two things here. We are determining the relation, okay, between the data which we have collected and the observation whichever the researcher has made through the mathematical calculations. Theories related to naturally existing phenomenon can be proved or disapproved, okay, using statistical methods. That any theory has come up, a model that has been generated, so we can disapprove it with the current situation or trend also, and might be that research was done for the earlier market, not for this market. So here researchers rely on qualitative research design method that conclude why a particular theory exists along with what respondents have to say about it. Okay, the first thing comes is why the theories existed, and the second is what respondents have to say about it. So why and what. Now coming to the quantitative research design, so it's all focuses on the cases where statistical conclusion to collect actionable insight are essential. So we can quantify things in numbers. The numbers provide a better perspective to make critical business decision. These many numbers, these many people, this much of people have says this. So we are quantifying here. So quantitative research design methods are necessary for the growth of any organization. So insights drawn from hard numerical data and analysis prove to be highly effective when making decisions related to the future of the business. Now moving further, we are breaking it that we have already seen this all in our last classes. The different 5 categories of research design. The first is descriptive research design. So in this process, we have seen that a researcher is solely interested in describing the situation. So descriptive and describing. Okay. Situation or cases under the research study. So it is a theory-based design method, okay, which is created by gathering, analyzing, and presenting collected data. So here the research allows a researcher to provide insight into why and how of research. So descriptive design helps others better understand the need for the research. So if the problem statement is not clear, you cannot conduct the exploratory research. That is all about descriptive. Now coming to the experimental research design. So here the design establishes a relationship between the cause and effect of a situation. That has been explained in my last classes. How what is the cause and what is the effect of it. So here it is a casual design where one observes the impact caused by the independent variable on the dependent variable. So dependent variable is totally dependent on independent variable. For example, if we say the production output is totally dependent on, okay, the production cost is totally dependent on the fixed cost and the variable cost. Okay, so here there are two things which determine the production cost. So example, if you say the one monitors that influence of an independent variable such as price of dependent variable such as customer satisfaction or brand loyalty. So obviously if you pay more, so you are expecting the higher satisfaction level, okay, and the highest quality. That is totally dependent. So if it is not, then the dependent will lose the independent variable. So it is highly practical research design method as it contributes to solving a problem at hand. The independent variables are manipulated to monitor the change it has on the dependent variable, whatever. So it is often used in social science that been discussed that whatever we research, that especially in the marketing field or management field, so those all fall under the social sciences. To observe human behavior by analyzing two groups. Researchers can have participants change their actions and study how the people around them react to gain a better understanding of social psychology. Depends on the all the aspects, geographic, you can say, demographic, and you say, you can say on the basis of the community, the culture. So these all things matters. Correlation research design. and it is non-experimental research design. So it's a techniques that helps researchers establish a relationship between two closely connected variables. So here we require two different groups. So there is no assumption while evaluating a relationship between two different variables, whatever we have with us, and statistical analysis techniques calculate the relationship between both of them. So a correlation coefficient determines the correlation between two variables, so whose value ranges between -1 and +1, how they both are correlated here. So if the correlation coefficient is toward +1, it indicates a positive relationship between the variable, and -1 means a negative relationship between the two variables. Now, diagnostic research design. So here, the researcher is looking to evaluate the underlying cause of specific topic. Okay, any topic which has came. So what is the reason, cause behind it, or a phenomenon which has happened? This method helps the one learn about the factors that create troublesome situation. So why employee is performing very less output? Why he is giving the less output? That is the outcome, and what are the causes which have happened to them? So it's all about three parts: inception of the issue, how it started; diagnosis of the issue, how we can solve it; and solution for the issue we have to find out. So these things happen. So that is all the three part of the diagnostic research. And next is the explanatory research design. So we have seen it's all about the explanation oriented. So here it uses a researcher's ideas and thoughts on a subject to further explore their theories. So the research explain unexplored aspects of subject and details about what, how, and why research questions happens. So these are all the different types of research design today we have studied. So if you have any doubt, you can